Welcome to the land of giants, a nation of immense cultural diversity where over 250 ethnic groups live side by side, each with its own language, history, and traditions. A country that has given the world some of its oldest civilizations, most brilliant minds, and most resilient people. This is Nigeria, not just the Africa you were taught in school, but the full story. From ancient civilizations and royal empires to colonization and the devastating civil war that almost tore the nation apart. So buckle up. You're about to witness the sweeping, powerful story of Africa's most populous nation, a journey through time that reveals not only where Nigeria has been, but what it still has the power to become. Long before the name Nigeria was written on any map, the region thrived with powerful civilizations centuries before European contact. One of the oldest was the Nok Culture, which flourished over 2,500 years ago in what is now central Nigeria. Known for their stunning terracotta sculptures, the Nok left behind mysteries that archaeologists are still trying to unravel. Who were these people? How did they develop such advanced artistic and metallurgical techniques? As time passed, more powerful kingdoms rose across the land. The Oyo Empire in the southwest built vast armies and maintained powerful cavalry forces. To the east, the Benin Kingdom produced intricate bronze and ivory works that now sit in museums across the world, some taken, many stolen. In the north, the Kanem-Bornu Empire became a religious and commercial powerhouse that traded across the Sahara. These were no isolated tribes. These were cities with walls taller than those of medieval Europe, empires with diplomatic networks, structured governments, and vibrant cultures. Nigeria was already great, long before colonizers arrived. In the 15th century, the outside world came knocking. The first to arrive were the Portuguese, sailing down the West African coast. They didn't come with armies. They came with ships, trade goods, and hunger for wealth. They were soon followed by the British, Dutch, and others. What were they after? Gold, spices, ivory, but above all else, human beings. The region became entangled in the transatlantic slave trade. Millions of Africans were kidnapped, sold, and shipped across the ocean, a crime against humanity on an unfathomable scale. Entire communities were destroyed, generations were lost, and yet local kingdoms endured. Some resisted, others were forced into uneasy alliances. Despite the trauma, the spirit of the people refused to die. By the 1800s, Britain was no longer content with just trade. It wanted control. With gunboats, deceptive treaties, and military force, the British steadily took over more territory. Then came 1914, a pivotal year in African history. The British, for their own administrative convenience, amalgamated the northern and southern protectorates, creating a single colony, Nigeria. It was a name invented by British journalist Flora Shaw, combining Niger River with the suffix IA. It was never about the people, only about power. Within this artificial border were major ethnic groups like the Hausa Fulani, Yoruba, and Igbo, and hundreds of smaller communities, each with its own language, religion, and worldview. The seeds of division were sown, but Nigeria would not remain silent forever. By the mid-20th century, winds of change swept across Africa. Nigeria's sons and daughters, scholars, activists, and politicians began demanding freedom. Leaders like Nnamdi Azikiwe, Ahmadu Bello, Obafemi Awolowo, and Tafawa Balewa rose to prominence. They spoke not only of independence, but of dignity, justice, and a future controlled by Africans, not Europeans. And in 1960, their dream became reality. Nigeria gained independence from Britain, a massive moment for the continent. Nigeria became a symbol of hope and potential, but the dream of unity would be tested almost immediately. Post-independence Nigeria faced a dangerous mix: ethnic rivalry, regional power struggles, and deep mistrust among its leaders. In 1966, a military coup rocked the country. Political leaders were assassinated. Another coup followed. What began as political tension quickly escalated into ethnic violence and massacres, especially targeting the Igbo people in the north. By 1967, the southeastern region, dominated by Igbos, declared itself an independent nation, the Republic of Biafra. What followed was one of the most devastating conflicts in African history, the Nigerian Civil War, or Biafran War. For nearly 3 years, Nigeria was engulfed in bloodshed. Over 1 million people died, many of them children, starved by blockades. In 1970, Biafra surrendered. The war ended, but the scars never fully healed. Even today, the memory of Biafra shapes Nigerian identity, politics, and the struggle for national unity.